Welcome to Family Friday. What I'm going to review and cover today, I wish I had known as a young husband and father. I could have been so much more helpful to my kids and wife. Well, let's think about this. Couples get married to share love and security. However, the couple brings their flaws with them that's going to impact each other and their kids. Now, part of these flaws are a corrupt sense of identity. Those are feelings about ourselves, and our corrupt sense of safety. That is, our sense of how we relate to other people. Our sense of identity and safety begins the day we're born, and it's affected by parents, siblings, extended family, school experiences, and experiences with children and adults. We react anytime we don't feel loved or safe, but through reflection, honesty, insight, and work, our reactive feelings and behaviors can be transformed. Now, I would like for you to take a moment. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel inadequate or competent, unwanted or valued? Now, I need you to think about your answer to that and then point to some triggers for these feelings. Was it a place that made you feel this way? A situation? Being with certain people? The next big question is, what do you tend to do when you feel the way you do about yourself? Do you blame or credit others for your feelings? Do you shame yourself for your feelings? And how do you behave when you have these feelings? How do you feel about your situation and your relationships? So the first one has to do with identity. The second one is about safety and security. Do you feel secure or lost? Safe or fearful? Confident? Or do you feel like you're just on pins and needles? And again, can you point to certain triggers that cause these security and safety concerns in you? And then what do you tend to do when you feel insecure or unsafe in a situation or with certain people? Do you talk endlessly? Do you seek to control everything so nothing will fail? Or do you evade responsibilities and try to hide and just escape? What we tend to do, how we react when we feel unsafe or unappreciated, is what we might call using the right script with the wrong actors. That is, we have legitimate reasons for our feelings of being unsafe or unloved, but our behaviors tend to be directed at the wrong people, at the people who've not shown us the lack of love or safety. Uh, for example, a boss gets onto you, you're feeling unsafe, you come home and you react in an unsafe manner with your wife, that reactive behavior. And then she's going to react. So, how do we begin to counter that? Take the first step and either say out loud or write down your feelings about yourself and the situations and relationships you are in. Like, I'm so mad at my boss. Say out loud or write down your reactive behaviors when you feel unappreciated or unsafe. And those might be different than when you feel unloved and unappreciated. Write down the triggers to your negative feelings and your reactive behaviors as best you can. And then write down how others around you react when you are acting out of your pain. So you may think I'm repeating myself, but I'm repeating myself for good purpose. You have to be able to identify your pain, your emotional pain, and the behaviors that you tend to do. Try to figure out what triggers that, as specific as you can, and begin to pay attention of what happens to people around you or how they react when you are in your pain cycle. I always suggest with people when I go with them in a one-to-one type of basis or a couples is they keep journals and they write down at various parts of the day, I felt worthless. I felt so angry. I felt out of control. I felt like I couldn't control anything. And then, like say, those are your feelings. What are you tending to do? What do you think triggered that? How did your wife, your kids, your coworkers respond? When you begin to put all those pieces of the puzzle together, you've come close to identifying your pain cycle. Once you realize what your pain cycle tends to be with certain people and in certain circumstances, you then can begin to transform it. Until next time, God bless.